There we go. So, I have some screens going on right now. I'm gonna try to look at it on my phone so I can get some good feedback. I'll have Zef watch me and help me make some comments if anything pops up that I haven't seen, because I'm gonna be off camera basically doing this. And I basically tried my best, okay? So don't judge. I tried my best with this to the best of my abilities. Now, I might have to step out and go be right back. When I do, you'll have this pop up. So I figured it'll be much appropriate to have that there. So there you go. Let me try to see where the thing is. And here we go. I'm going to have a live feed about... no. Look at that. We're at fucking Freddy's Pizzeria. Not really. This is as best as I can fucking do. Like the thing you have on the table here, it's basically like a pizza thing, and then like go up to Freddy. That's all I got when it came to the I'm gonna blind this back up here. That's all I got when it came to FNAF stuff. You may be wondering why that is. I swear to God, this is so stupid of a story, but basically, you know, hold on. I'm wondering if I should just call... No, I'll call him right now and I'll tell the story while I do it. So let's go ahead and talk to... How the hell do I do this? Okay, here, the voice call thing. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to Zef, who's here with us as well, so... Let's see if he's on. I'm wondering if he is on.
I am right here, my
okay,
good
you're
friend.
alive. Good. Welcome to my birthday stream of patheticness. Are you watching the stream right now?
I'm watching the stream and I'm seeing all the little Funko toys you have there.
I try to make it as FNAF as possible. I'm even on a pizzeria type thing. I was about to tell the story. What sucks too is I actually tried to buy FNAF stuff. I mean, the last thing I did was like try to get this fucking Freddy poster. I wanted to try to hang it up to celebrate one from the first game, but it kept on rolling up and I had no idea where to put it, so I just said fuck it. So there you go, my sad attempt at trying to make it seem like we're at Freddy Fazbear. So illusion destroyed. Rip life. But what was so interesting about this that I wanted to tell was when I was trying to do this, I was shopping on I think for me up here we have a big box thing called Party City, and I'm just moving around to the side of the camera here, so this is going to be somewhat awkward. So we had something called Party City, and they basically had this weird it's like a big box party store. So at Halloween they have a lot of Halloween decorations and whatnot, but mostly is if you like want to go buy something for a birthday party for like a Pacific whatever, or graduations and whatever you need, balloons, they have it. So long story short, I go over to there. I figured, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's are popular. They most likely will have something there, at least, because it's themed around going to a birthday party pizza animatronic place, right? So I go there, and one of the aisles they had was like a big long line of theming. So like if you wanted to do Super Mario, they have a lot of Super Mario stuff, like from the plates to all that stuff. And then, you know, even all the obscure, like I think even they had something for like the Incredibles, because the Incredibles 2 came out recently. So I go over to Freddy's, and I shit you not, Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's was completely empty. Everywhere else was stock. Freddy was empty. Like they barely had fuck all of anything. The one thing you see there on the plate, like this stupid Freddy top thing up here, that guy like was the only thing out of official that I wanted to buy off of there. And then the bottom, this pizzeria kind of plating. This is not even considered FNAF license, but they put it with the FNAF because pizza related to, you know, like a Chuck E. Cheese area. So like,
Well, at least someone gets it.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that out of everything in the store, that one was empty, and I'm just like, are you shitting me that there's actually kids within my area that want to throw a FNAF themed birthday? It's like, it's that popular, and this is why FNAF is never gonna die out. As long as there's profit to be made by merchandising, it's still gonna go on. And you know, Scott's not like a terrible person, anyways. I mean, it seems like. Although the last thing was the Ultimate Night, or as of right now, it's supposed to be like related to the 6th FNAF game that came out. I think he mentioned something about how he wants to have another developer kind of do something with the property, but I'm not sure how he's going to do that. Especially since you see like some of the fan community games actually did pretty well when it comes to the FNAF related stuff.
I mean, yeah, you played a few of those.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and put some background music on so it's not just boring music in the fan. There you go. Look at this and that. We're like in FNAF world, so don't worry. So, this is gonna be somewhat of an interesting stream just because of the amount of shit I have in here, which I'm gonna now share with you and show off. But so before I do that, I've heard that Toys R Us is finally gone, but up in Canada we still have it. So I ended up going to Toys R Us Canada's website and ordered some stuff. And needless to say, I got some good deals in a lot of the FNAF things. So basically, I've done 3 sets so far, 2 small, which I'm going to show off, and the last one is going to be a little bit decently sized medium one. But yeah, I got a big box of like a bunch of shit, basically. So you get to enjoy picking and choosing what my suffering's gonna be through this. So I have a few minifigures. I have about 1, 2, 3 small, medium figures, and I have 2 large and 2 extra large play sets. Well, they call it play sets, but they're more like build your own set kind of deal. So, anyways, let me show you the first thing I did. And I had to put the camera out like this because I don't want to show myself. To keep it anonymous, because, God, I don't want to break the illusions. But here's the first thing I did. Yeah, so this is... Yeah, so this is the... get the fucking box. Yeah, let me have my things get destroyed while we do this. Whatever. Let me just put this over here. So this is... the secret... Hold on. Trying to find a bit. Yeah, I know it's a little bit... The private room. There we go. I was trying to find the fucking thing. So this is the private room set here. You know, this was the GameStop, aka EB Games exclusive. So this is what the box looks like, in case you're wondering. And it has 162 pieces. It took me about an hour. This was basically a test run to see how this worked. And the figurines themselves, like, this is basically like full-on detailed work for the most part. Like, it's kind of hard to see because of the lighting there, but you got like Yenard over there, and then you got Lolbit. Although what's weird is Lolbit is actually in the full form versus just the head that you've seen her in the game. And you got a bunch of stickers here. And they only had like all the sets when it comes to these parts. They're basically like only like certain areas you can set up stuff for play sets, and everything else is basically like that's it. And then I think because this is like the 4th wave, so they've started to kind of do the background to have some sort of theming going on. So you have some piping there to make it look like this stuff. So put that oversight here. I did this because I wanted to actually see how this would work, and okay, I'm gonna rip off his leg for a minute. So this is Yenard, and I'm gonna say this right now. fuck this arm piece right here. So, basically, when the figures come in, if they're like that, like, Lolbit was the one that was advertised packed. So, when this happened, these guys are basically into pieces, and you have to put them back together. And, so, this also included, like, I could also open his mouth, so you got that action going on. So part of this also meant that you have to put these things in here. And at first, I put them in normally with this here, and then I'm like, oh shit, I just realized his arm was supposed to be the other way around. So I got this piece off fine. This one is completely stuck, so you can see it's almost a bit damaged a bit, because I was almost ripping this piece off to be destroyed as we speak. So, oh, hold on a second, I got a call. Let me just go on mute and put this up. Sorry, I'm back. I just had to,
Welcome back.
Yeah, my father called, wanted to see how I've been doing, and we have an appointment tomorrow, so I just had to clarify what time. Anyways, as I was talking about, these pieces are somewhat, like, stingy. Like, they're very detailed, which I'll go on about when I go into building some of these pieces, but this piece right here was so fucking, like, stuck. Like, I had to leave it, so I'm like, okay, fine. So he's gonna have backward arms, whatever. And then, here's the stupid part. There's a casing on the back here, so it's like a smooth back. And then the front is, like, completely flat, like you would see in another Lego side here. And I forgot I had the fucking Be Right Back on. There.
I was going to bring that up.
You're gonna bring it? Oh, okay, hold on, no. I got another call coming in. Oh, sweet Jesus, I'm getting popular.
Please stand by, we're having issues. Please stand by. Okay, I'm back. I also I noticed that I'm muting the stream chat and everything. Meanwhile, you have like Zef here is listening into my conversation because I didn't mute him. Yeah, keep secret. Pepperoni secrets. You cannot mute me. I have all the technology to spy on
Anyways, what I was saying is that on the front piece here, I'm going to take his head off right now. I'm going to decapitate him. He has a flat piece here. And the problem with that, the reason for that, is because it tells you where everything's supposed to go. So at first I thought it was supposed to be like this, but oh wait, no, I can't do that because it's flat here. So me trying to rip this arm off, turns out that I actually put it on the real like side, the right side here. So that kind of pissed me off with my confusion. The other thing, oh good, I love the fact his jaw fell off. Where the hell did his jaw go? Oh, okay.
Just like the rear innard, the toy innard is in pieces.
Yeah, no, innard here is kind of like solid, so it's really interesting the amount of detail. Like, here's the thing too, these Lego pieces are being, established by, what do you call it? It was, McFarland Toys, of all things. So these are the guys who are known for doing figures and all that stuff.
I mean, a lot of us who play like the Halo series know him well for that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, that and the fact that he's also known for doing, what do you call it? The, Spawn series back in the 90s. So, here's a little bit. This is appropriate now. You can focus. Just the head. Looks canny. Can't focus. 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 It's coming into the screen. Gotta love the camera that likes to autofocus whenever it wants. Some of these pieces also suck when it comes to like the figurines actually look very nice, but then it's like it sucks when it comes to actually like playing with them because some of them just fall to pieces and whatnot. So like even this playset here, some of these parts are just so like it's interesting to see how they put it together, but it's also very stingy with how they set this up. So this bit here was a small piece I did. And the reason I did this was because I wanted to test out how long it would take me to do a small custom build of this. But also the fact that I wanted to see the table would work. Because the table right here is actually not a table, it's my drawing table, which I flattened it down. So this is the Foxy set on the right stage. And if you had the left stage with Funtime Freddy, you can actually just connect them both together. I didn't get the Freddy because they didn't have it on the stock there. What's weird is that him and Lolbit has tails, but they don't come like with the tails when you open them. You have to actually put them on them like a belt, basically, like the bib here. So you can play around with it if you want. But I like to just, because it's like these Legos is like build your own playset kind of deal, so I just kind of, you know, set them up like that. The last thing I did, which I actually, hold on, before I do that, I might as well show you the box too, because I forgot. So if you're curious, this is where the box came out of. Advertising in the back. But what's weird is that you get these like little instruction books, right? Closed instruction book. I hate the fact that these small ones, like you can actually put them in there properly, but they decide to fold it up like crazy. Also, what's bizarre is that the, what do you call it? Like I mentioned during the Five Nights at fan games too, they've, with the new Ultimate Custom Mic coming out, they've confirmed that Funtime Foxy is actually a guy, but yet you get a picture like this, and then you get like, what the hell? Like, they made it more feminine, like, why? Also, it's like, yeah, made for kids with sharp teeth like that. Like, why would anybody like that location build shit like that?
Kind of like how originally people thought Toy Bonnie was a girl.
Yeah. And then the last thing I did was I tested this out. Boy, I love the fact, you know what, there's something I was going to say is that I think Scott when it comes to some of the games, he kind of uses other people's theories to be like, I think this happened in the game, and then Scott's like, yeah, that's a great idea. I'll put that in there as the game's canon. So it's like, got these theorist channels kind of giving out like what they think is happening, so that Scott can pick and choose what he wants to be lore or not, right? And then one guy's like, oh, I've been wrong this entire time. So, there's that. The last thing I did yesterday as a test, and it was basically a recording, so I have a recording of me doing this in a different angle, and it is facts, or Shadow Bonnie, as it's well known. I kind of commented on the pictures they give you is based off of like the pictures on the posters, but for Bonnie, it's basically a drawing of a kid with a poo monster by the looks of it. But this is where Shadow Bunny comes in. As you can see, he blends in right there. He's just so black that he just kind of just blends in there. But what's interesting is that if you hear that, that's basically they textured this. Although it made it look like it's like soft, like smooth, some of the areas like this plate and his head is actually with texture base, as well as the floor here, like the main floors here. They kind of make it give off a very dirty kind of look, so kind of hard to see with that, but there you go. I've also mentioned when it comes to some of these stickers that it's like you only get one, so once you put it on here, you're kind of fucked. And especially with this background, they have it so that you can see the flooring here matches to the bottom of this to make it look like it's going 3D. If you decide to put the cardboard in here backwards or wrong way around, you're basically fucked. It's like, too bad that it's gonna have to be upside down then. So they're really hard ass when it comes to stuff in that nature.
That's basically true to like any Lego set that has stickers.
Yeah, but not just stickers, but that's like cardboard. So, and they made it so that it's perfectly snugs in there. So it's like once it's snug in there, that's it. And sometimes
some way to take it out, just have to figure out how.
Yeah, it makes me wonder why even bother. So, anyways, let me go ahead and show you the choices you get to choose, and you can choose two if you want to. So let me show you the first small ones. These ones I could probably do because they're like about 30 pieces put together. So first we have Nightmare Chica with her right hole. I forgot to mention that's like the front entrance there for the first one. So there's that. Got Nightmare Bonnie with the grandfather clock. So there you go. Then we got Phantom Panda Boy, Phantom Balloon Boy with the office hall.
The Enragement Child.
Yeah. He looks like he's glow in the dark because of the coloring they decided to do there. And then we get He's Seen Some Shit, Withered Freddy in the party hall. So, there you go. Out of all these three sets, this one has more pieces. And in theory, you can actually take this head from Freddy and put it on here, so you can have Freddy look even more like he's distorted or destroyed. So, these are the small things I got, so I can put them off to the side for now, so you can think about it. So now I'm gonna go with the medium size, what I have. So first things first, I got Nightmare Foxy, Left Dresser, and Doorway for Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And for some reason, they designed him to have Foxy have like this weird like sharp teeth on the one side and not on the other. I don't know why that is, or why they designed it like that, but there you go. Let me get these other two here. I have the prize corner with the Poopit. So there you go there. I've heard bad things when it came to the box it comes with, so you got that. And the last thing I got here when it comes to medium-sized stuff is the Paper Pal set with Withered Bonnie. So out of all these, this one has the most this one has the most pieces by 110, so there you go. So that's the stuff I got here, so I'll put that aside.
And we still haven't reached the maximum amount of pieces.
Oh, I know, you have yet to see this. So, I forgot to mention, so these are like these are actually somewhat cheap compared to the Lego. Like, for the figures, like, the way it looks and everything. These are like $9. These ones are like probably 12 or something, $30 or so. Then we're going on to the roughly $20, but I got them for cheap for like 15. So besides the withered stuff, I have two sister locations. One of them is with Circus Baby, and then I got your boy Ennard with the scooper. Yeah, and this one has the most pieces when it comes to this large set. Well, I try to, yeah, with 60. So some of these boxes are like, try to set design for different places, and others they don't. And now let me go ahead and show you the large that you get to choose. So for large, we have at 253 pieces the game area with Balloon Boy and Mangled. And what's funny is that this Mangled was not the first Mangled they made. They made a Nightmare Mangled first. And the design of that was so god-awful, they had to redesign it to be a little bit better. So, there you go. It's also weird how they just designed this here. But there's that. And last but not least, probably the most expensive of these, at 290 pieces, so this is almost close to 300 pieces, is the control module, recently released with Ballora, Billy Bab, and Surprise Funtime Foxy. It looks fucking disturbed. You look into its face. BB looks like he's seen way too much. Oh yeah, no. Some of these figures look so derpy. The other thing too, from what I understand from these toy channels, is that they go ahead and say, oh, well, if you tell, like, I got some fucked up pieces, I can go ahead and call, or I can email the store, not the store, but the people at McFarland, and they'll give me the pieces because they marked everything with each number and whatnot. I forgot to mention too, and I shit you not, when I was building the set over there, the one with Lolbit, one of the pieces was dirty. I have no idea why, but it was dirty, and it was like brand new sealed, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I wish I could record it because it's one of those moments where you're like, what the hell? So there's that. So these are the figures I have right now, so what would you think I should do first? Should I go after the small stuff, or should I just go after the bigger stuff?
We start with small, leave bigger stuff for later.
Alright, so I guess tackle all four here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, which one? We got Nightmare. We got two Nightmares, one Phantom, and one Withered. So the music is this very, very elevator music-y, so this one's first. I think these take like a very short time, but
Let's do one of the nightmares first.
alright, which one? Out you go.
Stream is a little laggy, so I'm seeing things like 5 seconds later. But let's go with Chica.
Okay, good. Alright, Nightmare Chica it is then, in the right window hall. So I'm gonna take my safety.
In the Osborne family.
Take my blue safety scissors because, you know, I'm a big boy. These are the only scissors I had available at the time, so don't judge me. I'm gonna try to destroy this sticker set here while saving the box, because as you know, saving the box is like, it gives good value. No, it doesn't. It only saves value if it's still sealed. Other than that, it's like, you just keep it because you like the art. If you're trying to keep it for like monetary value, don't. Try to open the box. There we go. Okay, so there's that. naked with her Chica out here. See, this is the one thing I hate about these boxes here. So, this box here is probably fit with this pamphlet. Like, if I did this, you can slide it in there through. Do they do that? No, they crunch it up into like small little pieces here, so it's hard for me to actually read this thing when it comes out. So, I don't think you guys want to see the actual like instructions here, right?
Nope.
And just rip up the box. So instead, I'm just going to show you the pictures because every small one has like this weird picture. So here's this one, my due day at Freddy Fazbear. As you see, it looks like the JJ or the balloon boy. The kid's happy and he's flying away. So rip that kid. That kid is now gone.
Goodbye, enragement child.
Enragement child, you go away. So now let me just get. There you go, out you go. My god, they made this look so dirty. So this is Chica. Can't hardly see her. Actually, hold on, if I turn on this light, it kind of helps, I guess, lighting-wise. So there you go, there's that. She has one, like, cupcake that's stuck to her arm, which is the weird one. They even went as far, like, they've kind of, like, they go in detail when it comes to, like, drawing some of this stuff here. When it comes to this detailing. I'm trying to be good when it comes to these toy channels, just showing you.
Hello, Chicken Master.
And then, like, yeah, oh, okay, good, I snapped the neck off. So then you can just... And then what's weird, too, is that, you know, the front bit is just completely black to give off the illusion that it's, hold on, I'm gonna try to get this loosened up. Because it's like air-packed jam in here. You're gonna have to, like... There you go, got it loose. There, now you can see her doing her screaming thing. But yeah, I guess that's the nightmares. As you can tell, they have like teeth around their neck. I'm not sure why they have like teeth going around their head, 360. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I know this is like this kid's figment of his imagination, but at the same time, it makes you wonder, what the hell are they gonna do, right? So, have her sit there, all alone. Get to play with my toys later. It's hard to actually play with these figures, to tell you the truth. Because it's like, it's not unlike Lego where they have like different scenarios and sets where you can build them together. These ones are kind of like, they kind of give you all the figures and then they kind of close off the stuff here. Put that shit there. Throw this in garbage. Yeah, I got everything. What's interesting too is that apparently Bendy and the Ink Machine is getting its own Lego figures. So that game is becoming the new FNAF, so that's fine. I'm kind of still... When that game comes out, probably will stream it, and I'm gonna raise the flag of me, with what you call it, having that one figurine there. Let's see if we can do this here. Alright, so the first thing they want me to grab... I'm guessing they want me to grab this one. Wait. Is another piece there? I don't know. Hold on. What the hell? Is there another piece hiding from me? I have to see this because I don't think this makes sense. No. Okay, no, apparently not. Alright. I'm just looking at it wrong. So, they give you long-ass pieces for some reason. Oh, that's why. It's fucking hard to see, okay? Let me just show you this right now. Let me show you the retardedness of this, okay? It's kind of hard to see, but you see how this, like, looks like there's like one long piece here, right? Now, what this is basically you take this and then this together like this, and then now you can put them together. Like, why? Why even bother doing this? It's like, what is the purpose of doing it? Especially since these things you're probably never gonna see again, right? I have to make
Lego
sure.
does that all the time, so don't worry.
Yeah, not Lego's been pretty much okay for the most part when it comes to stuff like this. Have to keep the paper here so I can see what I'm doing. So, there we go. Alright, so step 1 done. Step 2 is taking 2 brown bricks, these things. Here's the other thing I wanted to point out too, which was weird, that someone, one of the weird toy channels pointed out, which is weird for me to say. But when it comes to McFarland toys, when it comes to their Lego bricks, you notice this thing right here in the back, these little like dots. These are where the molds stuff comes out of, and it's very weird to see them like this here. Normally you don't see this on Lego, and the reason why is because someone looked at a Lego figure, and what they do is they actually put it in the middle top here, so it's hard to see. You know, right there. So that's something for them to have to fix in the near future. Which, you know, slowly every wave they've kind of improved when it comes to their quality level. If that makes sense. Okay, so now they want me to build a wall using these small little walls. So 4 up and the other 4 up. Again, I'm just curious on why they want me to do it like this. It's like they could have simply had like one long wall, but I guess they wanted to make it bang for your buck, to make it seem like you're getting more than you really are at the end of the day. It's like, oh, you got like 33 pieces, and you find out that really they're not a whole lot. Like, you could have just had simply like 6 pieces, or like 1 piece. There you go.
Yes, well, where's the fun in putting together 6 pieces?
Yeah, but at the same time, these guys are like, we'll only give you the stuff you need. Lego is like, we'll give you only a few things you would like. Like, we'll give you a few pieces, like the smaller bits, just in case you lost it. And this one, they're like, no, we're only giving you what you need. After that, too bad. So sad. You waste your life. Let's put the leg thing there. And then, alright, well.
By the way, people in chat, we can see you talking.
Yeah, apologies on that. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. I'm just reading what you guys are saying. It's hard because I'm a little bit in a bit of a distance away, so I'm trying to see what's going on here.
It's not Lego, it's not Mega Bloks, it's sort of in between.
No, it's made by McFarland. The people who made those figures, so they've gotten the rights to do this. And I think they've also done something with Hello Neighbor in the same vein. So Neo can help me with reading out comments to me so I can... And then look at this. I'm putting this on here, and then you see like this weird ass line here. And yet if you look at the picture, there's no lines, right? It's like, it's nice and clean wall. What the fuck is this? Great, it broke. Hold on. Let's see if I can squeeze. No, it's like, it's false advertising of what this is. This is false advertising. This looks shit. And then now they're gonna tell you to put Chica on the one peg. You see like this one little peg here, that's what Chica gets to stand on. So it's like, there she goes.
It's not really meant to be played, it's like a display.
Well, I mean, this is by McFarland, so of course they want you to just display it. Let me just make it so that she's just screaming.
I can read, you know that, guys.
Huh?
master, but bronies can't read. I can read.
Oh, so you're he tricked you. He was making sure to confirm that you were indeed a brony.
I think we established way ahead of time that that's a fact.
Oh, I have never seen the show though, so I've only know of it. I
don't really care as much, except for lore things, so I'm not exactly like that.
No, to be fair though, there you go. There's the end result. Look at that. So now you can have the character behind them. Can't like see? Look how creepy is that? You see in the back. No, I thought that was the fucking cupcake. I thought that was Wither Bonnie's eyes in there. Shadow Bonnie. There you can be with disturbed Jacob.
Apparently, Shadow Bonnie blends in a little bit too well.
He's a shadow. He's like black. Alright, so what now? The next nightmare, phantom, or withered?
Okay, let's do it with the next nightmare. Hopefully it's a bit better.
Yeah,
I say hopefully.
Yeah, did you get his friend's request, by the way?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Did you talk to him?
Hi.
No, not like that. I mean, like, on the Discord, private.
I mean, I just accepted it right now, so...
Oh, what the hell, man? Alright, so let's do the next nightmare, which is basically Nightmare Bonnie, so... Whoopee. See, like, when you do toy channels, they go, like, really fast, and it'll be like, it takes, like, literally them seconds, and it's like, look at what I made, and then they go into review of it. But here, it's like, here's real life. This is how long it actually takes. And then you go like, oh shit, I forgot the one piece that they decided to hide from me. Alright, so I'm gonna give the chat a choice. Phantom or Withered Freddy for the next one. So, let me see here. Yeah, privates. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, look at this. Look, okay. This is the fucking inconsistency, okay? Other ones, right? This, come up crumpled, right? I shit you not. Wow! Look at that! It's like they finally fucking figured it out. Jesus. It's not like they made them small for a reason. They just did it because they felt like it. Oh my god. So now I get creepy withered body. I'm trying to think of things that I could say, but when it comes to stuff like this. So let me just see them real quick. Kinda has the same thing, except it's kind of weird. So let me see if I can't move. Open his mouth. Yeah, I can, so. There you go. Come to you. You can change his arms, so it's like coming to you like a zombie. And do both arms so they come at you like a zombie. It's kind of creepy. But yeah, you can tell like the details they had with the face, the ears, things like that, even the bib innard here. And then for some reason, I don't know if this is a correct thing in the in-game model, but here they have his normal foot, and then he gave him like a robot exposed foot here. So, and then of course they kind of, it's weird because he kind of looks like he's black, but he's kind of dark blue. It's very weird.
Well, then my game model is dark blue, so...
What do you mean?
I mean, Bonnie's model is like a dark purplish bluish color.
Oh yeah. I mean, they do the best they can when it comes to these kind of figurines. Kind of feels like you can't really stand up properly. It's weird that FNAF 6 music is actually making appropriate when it comes to appropriate elevator music while making this stuff. While I talk, you just hear elevator music going on in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud, but... Does anybody care to actually, if for some reason we're not going to get all of them done, but does anyone want a part 2 to this? Yes or no?
Please respond, people. This is an important life or death decision.
Okay, so this is weird. They're doing it... Oh, what is this? Okay, no, so they don't give you a poster this time. Instead, it's like one solid piece of paper. So that... There you go. And then, of course... Oh boy. Got stickers. This is gonna be a field day. So, of course, they kind of give you, like, the figure parts. Like, this is how you build your Bonnie, just in case it comes broken. It also gives you the number somewhere, like down here it gives you the part number, as well as the part numbers here. So it's like, I need a part fixed for this number with this listing, I guess. This is what I do in my spare time. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's better than my gameplay streams. Well, I guess that's an improvement. If it's better than some of my gameplay streams.
Wait till he gets freaked out by Ultimate Night.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm gonna do it in 0%. Speed run, baby. Anyway, so
and then suddenly something comes along and activates it on 20.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to act surprised when that happens? Like I was unaware of it?
I mean, it all depends exactly what pops up.
No, I mean, you know, a lot of people when they first played it without knowing, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? You know, I'm just saying, do you want me to overreact like that? You want me to overreact?
Act the way you normally do, but just be aware. I know you're gonna be screaming.
No, I'll just tell Scott to fuck himself because he adds characters he shouldn't be adding. I'll be like, oh, nice, thanks.
You say that.
Oh, what's that? You added Nightmare Chica? Thank you so much, DD. Apparently there's also a cheat. I think there's a cheat where you can actually do something so that you don't have to pay Funtime Freddy coins. I don't know what you do exactly, but I don't know, I was watching Darko and he was just glitching him out and then it just made it seem like he got 5 coins. So there's the sticker. As you can see, it got so close in there that the bumps on the other side are now visibly shown. So there you go. They want to make it fun for kids. Though, this is weird because this game was not meant for kids, and yet it's like the demographic. It's like any other game, right? Games meant for kids are for adults, and then games that meant for adults were made for kids. What is that? What is up with that? You know,
it's called parenting.
It's not parenting. It's like people just like it, right?
Yeah.
It's like fandoms. It's like you can't really control why fandoms just happen. They just do.
And yet, for whatever reason, you have kids playing FNAF and getting the
why you you're like, why you play FNAF? You know, but I actually don't mind because it actually gives some people inspiration. Like, you know, like people like, oh, Minecraft, you know. But what's funny is that Five Nights at Freddy's had made a lot of people start making games, and some of them actually was more better than that of Scott's original game. So there's your clock. It looks very detailed with the sticker there. Makes it look realistic. Hyper-realistic clock. So with that, in the box it goes. Have the clock sit like this, and then you're gonna have Zombie Bunny. Just kind of have one of his foots on here. I also should mention that once you have like somebody's foot on here, they'll end up just kind of falling apart. I have no idea why that is, it just seems to be the case. So there you go, there's your play area. The Shadow Bunny with his arm reaching out. I mean, hold on. Have both his arms reaching out. Make it look like he's coming after you. Oh god, he broke. Oh. Shadow Bunny down. Try to fix this properly so it looks less crappy. There. There you go. Now it doesn't look so shitty. You can just go right beside his own bunny self. Alright. Should I do the arrangement, child, or are you ready for Freddy? Freddy looks very disturbed. Scott never lets a series die. Well, it makes him money, so why would you stop? Alright? The guy makes so much money that he gave someone for a charity $100,000. Like, that's a lot of money. And he gave it for, like, charity for free. And I'm just like, you have to make a lot of money to be able to be like, yeah, $100,000? Yeah, let's just donate that. How much was all this? Oh, shh. Pepperoni secrets you don't even know. So, which one should it be, guys? Should it be Vietnam Freddy or the Nightmare Child, who's radioactive for some reason? If we actually end up doing this one, we can actually go ahead and kind of put this head on this one to give it more variety. Both look terrible. Yes, it does, apparently, doesn't it? But you have to choose. It's like, which of these two poisons would you want? You want this one or that one? If you, like, you know, Scott's like, alright, I'm giving you two choices, you gotta pick one. Trying to see. Just go which one you want. Alright, well, I'm gonna go with Freddy, so out you go, guys. I'm trying to think, though, what I should do after the small bits, though, if anyone has a suggestion. Because I kind of have an idea, like, one I would like to do, but I have no idea if people want to see that or something else. Anything you want to say when it comes to the FNAF games?
Well, I watched videos of it, but I never played it myself.
Do you watch Marky Poo and Darko, or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
It's
Markiplier was streaming all that Ultimate Night stuff.
Yeah, it's very boring, let me just say. It's very challenging, but it's very boring to watch.
That's because you're not doing it yourself.
That's what I mean. It's like you're seeing the same shit over and over again, and then it's like literally, in order to get 50-20 mode, you have to have RNG skills, luck, and then you just gotta have to be fast for everything. There's just like so much shit going on that one thing is gonna end up fucking you.
There's like a Source Filmmaker video someone did that showcased like a 40 that type of night.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. Especially, it's like, oh, we need to get this guy. Why? What's wrong with him? Well, he likes watching ships, and like he likes doing like shipping and likes it. Let's go kill this guy.
And what follows is an intense, crazy night that eventually leaves the figure as Toy Freddy.
What the fuck are those pop figures? I believe these ones are from the Twisted ones for the most part. That one is from Sister Location. I guess it's exclusive to Toys R Us from what I understand. But it just says Fall Exclusive 2017, so there's that. Oh, that Twisted Wolf needs help. Yeah, well, that Twisted Wolf is, like, glitching out of existence. That's the other thing, too. Like, Scott made a book series, and then it's, like, not even a game, and yet they still merchandising with the fox and, like, a new character. We got introduced a wolf, and yet he's never appeared officially in a game. You got Broken Freddy here singing a song. He's gonna eat his own microphone. You can make him eat his own microphone. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. But Freddy's head is like really derpy looking with the eyes placement. You got like these small bits to make it look like he's different from the other one. And then it's really hard to see, but you got one leg normal, and then you got one weird leg that's like an animatronic leg, but like painted with Freddy's. So they try to make him look like he's withered, but using the same mold, I guess. Also, is like, oh, you can tell when these things are new because Freddy's, I'm just gonna say this right now, Freddy's legs are gonna break off. I don't know if they did this because they wanted to make it look realistic that Freddy here is like broken, so you need to make him feel like he's broken, but that's bad when it comes to like putting him together. We can reenact him just on the floor there like he is on night 2. Or have him glitch through the closet door like he did earlier today. And of course, some more sticker pieces fell out. Of course there's more stickers. Why not? Hold on. Fred needs Matt. Wait, what? The Fred need milk. What? Is milk even a real thing? I think it is. I remember seeing something with, was it? I think it was James, like the Angry Video Game Nerd. I think he did a special where he was talking about how he was curious about if milk was really a thing. He goes up and he's just like, I guess it kind of is if you were in this one place in particular. I don't even know what the hell it's supposed to be, like. But he found it.
Yes, we shall call that Freddy Fred.
We'll just call him Fred. Make it easier. So, and it's weird too. Okay, so it's like this is what they're showing. Like you see him kind of happy, and you kind of see him looking kind of normal here, and then you see him looking disturbed, like he's seen some shit. I love how like pictures make no sense when it comes to like some of these instructions here. And of course we're gonna get some nice textures when it comes to these stuff here. Come on, shot.
Fred, a glass of milk.
You need milk. You need the milk. Also, welcome Digitus to the stream, watching me build some toys. I feel like I'm a toy channel. All I'm missing is basically that kitty intro and some weird like cringy me playing with the toys and making some stupid skits, and then maybe even throw in some Elsa and Spider-Man in there, and I think I'll make millions. Then also kind of pay some robots to watch my videos so it makes it look like in the algorithm that I'm doing very good, despite in reality completely the opposite. But shh, YouTube don't know it, so it's okay. So
Chicken Master milk is almond milk apparently.
Almond milk. Nice. So here's the stupidest thing, okay? I'm nitpicking right now. So they show off this one piece here that's like a long black piece, and then they kind of add a white piece here. And yet in some places they kind of cut these up, so it's like 2 black pieces and 1 white piece. It's like, why? It's very inconsistent now. Like, I'm now nitpicking when it comes to like their inconsistencies. It's like we go from one area going like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and then the other area they're gonna just not even bother. And then we got some nice textured floor paneling that looks like shit. To give an example. Yeah, nice ASMR grinding there. I don't think it really matters where these things go. It just makes it look, makes this pizza place, despite being new, look like shit. Especially since you see these grinds on the walls. Like, why, like, damn, do you need to clean this place up? Like, don't, like, screw being a night guard. You need to be like a guy who cleans the place. That would be more scary. It's just like at night, it's like you're the janitor. You have to clean up the place while it's closed because that's the only time you can actually do anything. And then when that happens, the animatronics just walk around and they don't even know what's going on. So then your job is to do your job while also avoiding getting killed by the animatronics because they're broken as shit. When it comes to their AI. So I think both of these, I'm trying to see which one is supposed to be where. That's the thing, it's like I'm trying to look at these pictures to find out where I'm supposed to be putting this shit. So, I'm going to assume. Hold on. I'm just looking at this real quick to see. Okay, I'm gonna assume that it's basically gonna be from this. I might be wrong, but screw it. I think it's like that. I have no idea because it makes it look like hold on. Does the stickers have any? No, it doesn't. Okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna bitch about this. Look at this small piece here. You see that little decoration there to make it look like a party wall? There's none of that shit in this set. Like, false advertising, man. What the hell? You buy like $9 for this, and then now you're getting a very inexperienced like set. Like, that's not fair. Okay, so hold on. Apparently this one's supposed to be down here because it's supposed to be like a line, I guess. And I'm gonna put. Why does it look so bad? Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this piece is here, like this, and then they want me to put this here, like that. This here, I guess. The inconsistencies when it comes to this is just abysmal. Oh, I'm sorry, what is this? Hold on. Okay, so they gave me 3 pieces. Why? What, did I miss something already? Oh, you motherfuckers. I was supposed to put the black pieces here. Like this. Because God forbid they couldn't do it themselves. I knew they couldn't just give me something normal. That's my stupid mistakes. There's your dirty looking wall. And you got your balloon. You have 2 places you can put this thing in. One's painted slightly and the other one's not. But I want to be accurate, so... Okay, so they're just gonna go both in the wall there. And then you can decorate the wall with the pictures, so... I'm gonna do that right now. This looks great.
Chicken Master, I think that's the whole entire point.
What's the point?
Caps.
What is
Didn't you know it's constantly using all caps?
Yeah. Why? Hold on, let me just... Okay, they want me to use the sticker like this, and yet it's blocking some of the path here, like to this dirty grind. Like, the dirt grind doesn't even look properly like dirt grind, so whatever. There you go, so now I'm gonna put these 2 pieces of paper somewhere, so... That's so weird too, you go to this place that's Five Nights at Freddy's, right? And then they have like these pieces of papers all over the place. That's supposed to be like some children drawing of this. And yet, why would they take someone's drawing? It's like you go to a Chuck E. Cheese, right? And it's like someone drew a picture of like Chuck and his friends, and then they decided to just take that piece of paper and just stick it on the wall. And it's like, there you go. Look at that.
It's basically like a low-budget pizzeria.
Yeah. So now let me... There you go. Hold on. Let me just make him look more broken than he is.
Low budget despite the fact that the animatronics are high quality and capable of moving on their own.
There you go. Look, it's just like in the game. He's on the floor dead. Alright, let me just make him look less stupid, I guess, and put him on his thing. I'll make him sing. He's gonna sing to the security guard about being a happy birthday boy. There you go.
He's going to sing about his horrible life and how he cannot feel his whatever.
He can't, he has to suffer for all eternity. That's what all the game's about, basically.
He's singing about how horribly he can sing.
Exactly. That's exactly why this is going on. What's going on here? Yeah, exactly. Just hold your opinions to our hearts. I love it too when the Freddy Fazbear, it's like appropriately accurate. It's like, oh, you're gonna get sued by this person, and you can go and sue them. It's just like, ma'am, your child came, like they're claiming that you basically broke their child, and they're like, ma'am, your child came in here broken before anything else. We here at Freddy Fazbear are very keen on safety. That's why we have the best animatronics out there. What's that?
That's why you put a...
What's
That's
that? You're sorry. What were you saying?
That's why we put it in our agreements that we do not count any death or dismemberment by the animatronics.
That's right. When you come into Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria, the first thing you have to do is sign an agreement form to say that I am hereby reliable on if my child dies, it's not my fault. And no, it's my fault, and Freddy and the people at Freddy Fazbear Co. has nothing to do with it. It's like, oh, enjoy your pizza day. And it's like, oh, my child is traumatized by the fact that you had Freddy's head fall off. And it's just like, ma'am, Freddy's head is a key feature of falling off. That's the main character. Everyone knows Freddy's head falls off. Your child is a pussy. Grow up. Grow up, man. So before we do that, before we build this, with this arrangement child, I want to take this beautiful destroyed head, and I'm going to put this on Freddy instead. If I can put this on Freddy, if he lets... Oh yeah, no, drop your microphone, that's fine. Oh, sweet Jesus. Where's the microphone go? Like, I heard it clanging and then now it's gone forever into the abyss. Never to be seen. Okay, there it is.
You were saying?
We've improved Freddy and his friends. Introducing the new and improved Freddy Fazbear. He is much better. 100% even better. Focus into Freddy's face. Come on, camera, please, you can do it. Go into his face. Look, there he is. Look at that. Look at that. He can eat his microphone now. Oh, sweet Jesus.
It looks like they ran out of parts to repair Freddy.
No, the Freddy's always normal like that. Don't worry about that. Freddy's supposed to look like that. And then if anyone disagrees, we'll just rechange Freddy's current look with that one. Alright, might as well do this properly. Here's the annoyed child. As you see, which is weird, it gives him a big fat belly here. Got him like puppet, little like hooves, so he has no arms or hands really. And then they basically gave him, if you ever seen if you ever seen Hank, King of the Hill, Hank's father, who has like shins for legs now, like they blew off his shins, so now he has his thighs, and then he just grew his feet in there. That's basically what happened to Balloon Boy here. His foot is literally just the high thigh part and no legs, so they just kind of made this thigh part legs, so now he walks and stumbles like this and falls all over the place because that's his life now. Oh, this one's gonna come with pictures too, aren't it? This is gonna come with a sticker, right? Yep, there it is. Just the one. How did I knew that was gonna be a thing? There you go.
Blame the enragement, child.
Oh no! It's Ignited Freddy. You know what? No, you could definitely make Ignited Freddy like that. And I'm gonna say this right now. I am never gonna play that game. That guy is really talented, like with those nights at Rachel's, but fuck it, I'm never playing that game. Fuck me. That's gonna give me a heart attack. I'm gonna die if I play that game. That's how bad that is. And he recently did. Well, no, he recently made Those Nights at Rachel's 2 Reloaded, which is supposed to be really scary. But he also did, the last game he did before that one was, what was it? The Joy of Creation story mode, because previously he had other stuff going on there. Let me just try to see if I can get this properly here. And yeah, that's the fun part. People can just make their own customs of everything. So, you know, if they wanted to make Ignited Freddy, they can. That's the beauty of something like this. Though I don't think McFarland ever imagined that was going to be the case, but there you go. Look at that bad looking Freddy and looking at the Freddy in the... It's literally almost identical. Yeah, no, definitely. It's scary to think that's the case. I mean, they basically made, like, the Freddy in Five Nights at Freddy 3, the Freddy they had at the doorway, is... They made it more terrifying than it really is now. Than, like, what he really was previously, so... Makes it really unique. So let me just put this wall here.
When the freaking prop is 10 times more scary than the animatronic.
Yeah, no. You know, but it's not just that, but the game, like, the actual game mechanic, like, they've made those animatronics, like they want to murder you. And I think they're implying that they're not really, like, the animatronics are not really there. It's supposed to be, like, a ghost form. I'm trying to think exactly what it was, but I believe it's something along the line of, like, they think something to do with, like, a haunted forest and Scott dying and turning into possessed or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I love when games are like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this and I get to do the scary ass Ignited Freddy here. You know what? That should be, you know, Scott should... I'm gonna say this as legit as possible. Scott has been talking about how he wants other people, like actual professionals, to do it. He should actually have the guy who made Those Nights at Rachel's / The Joy of Creation actually make an official Five Nights at Freddy's game, because I swear I think he deserves it. With the mechanic, like, he can do the mechanics well on the 3D engine, like, he can just make it intense. Whoa, okay. Thank you very much, Jokey Woo, for watching. I'm not good at explaining things. Well, the illusion, it's real. That's what I mean to type. Yeah, no worries. Again, it's hard for me to actually commentate and talk at the same time because I'm doing this on a different table while doing this at the same time. I'm repeating myself.
And that's why I'm here.
Yeah, why aren't you helping me with this? I already fucked this up. Gotta love that. I forgot to put this wall here.
How many Lego sets did you build?
As of right now, for this stuff?
As in when you were younger?
Not a whole lot. Lego was expensive, man. I've only was able to kind of build like the small sets or medium sets because the larger sets cost so much money. Like I got this, the last one I kind of got from Lego was I think like a Frodo one, which was like, I'm trying to think how much it was actually. It was, I think it was like, I'm trying to think. It was almost like $80 for something like that. And it was like one area only, so it's kind of hard because I remember as a kid, the best part about Lego was actually, you know, having them on the floor and stepping on them. No, really it basically was the creativity of it. Like you could take a big box of Lego and then just make your mind go wild. It's like, I'm gonna make this, and then you're gonna try to find the pieces to fit in together. So I made this weird monstrosity, and I'm just like, this is cool.
And then there's the professionals that were able to build a giant ass city in the middle of their basement.
Yeah, no, that's basically what they do nowadays, right? So, okay. Alright, so that's interesting. So that's what they basically did with this Freddy here, that they've basically molded his head so that it's on an angle from the looks of it. Yeah, so it's like, it's supposed to, like they molded it so that it's like tilted on. So had they did Golden Freddy originally, now, they probably would have his head tilted. By the way, they're actually releasing all that first wave classic stuff again. And then they're introducing the West Hallway with real life action of Foxy going to and from places so you can see him jump scaring you. So
Tinge nuts. Those nights at Rachel's animatronics aren't that scary. Apart from Bonnie, the real scary one is Creation. He has 3 legs and 4 arms.
Oh yeah. No, the Creation one is a lot more scary because of how the game mechanics and how they work. But what I mean by scary is the fact that, like, literally what happens is that when you're playing the game, you're sitting there, and then here comes Doggo, or Doug the dog. He comes into your room, screams into your face, and then fucking sucker punch you in the face to death. I'm just like, Jesus, chill out. Like, no calm
Let me correct
whatsoever.
myself. He meant the joy of creation. That's what he meant.
Oh. Yeah, the joy of creation, like, they actually, like, the joy of creation, yeah. Though it's kind of weird because I think the Joy of Creation's mini-games, they're kind of weird that, like, all of them are different from one end to the other. I think the first level was a pain in the ass from what it looks like. And then you actually get these weird-ass mechanics where it just makes it a lot more harder. There you go. So that's the final build there. Makes it look like that. Enjoyable. So now we have a few more. What we could do is probably one last big build. If people want to see me build these again, I'm more than happy to, but I don't think people will be interested in watching me build these. If you do, let me know. Otherwise, I can just build them on my own. So I'm figuring what would be the good ending for this, because I think the big ones are going to be too much of a pain in the ass. It'll take a long time. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to choose something that I want to maybe do. Okay, so either I can do Ennard in the scooping room, or I can do the Poop It. And the reason I would want to do the Poop It is just because to show how bad the actual closing of the box is with that cool ass mechanic. Let me just see this real quick. I wonder why the screen is going dark all of a sudden now. Weird. Hold on. So Upstairs, living room 3, office 4, basement 5, attic. Yeah, not only that, but then he's burning the place down at the same time. So I'm just trying to think here, what would probably be best for me to do? Any suggestions? Huh?
Seems though Scoop and Boom doesn't have any stickers.
No. It just has a bunch of like small little pieces, and it has a cool mechanic of movement. That and Ennard actually is a very cool design, so you know what? You know, what I think I might do is I might try doing this again sometime. I'm not sure if people would want to though, so you can take a quick glance and tell me if that's a yes or a no from them.
Seems as though people want.
Sorry?
Didn't notes. What? Didn't notes basically says to do Ennard.
Yeah, I agree. That'll be a last finale for now. Are you enjoying this? Me talking and me building stuff? You can be honest. I need to know.
Who, me?
Yeah, that in the chat.
I mean, for me, it's interesting, really.
Yeah. Got all this shit, and then we got all the body parts. Rest in pieces. I'm just making sure because if that's the case, then I might save it for. I might save the other pieces for when I come back online, maybe some other time. Because these other pieces are going to take longer, I think. For sure. They made these boxes so weird. Just want to see here if there's anything special that they have. No, they just kind of have like different body parts that are dead. Yeah, you can have them basically be like in the beginning of the room, so. Before I get into the pieces of these stuff, let me just show you Ennard real quick. He looks like he's a shady motherfucker. Like, you just see him looking to the left there. Like, what is he doing? What is he up to? What are you doing? What are you up to? Why are you looking on the left? And then you can actually remove his face. Like, rip his head off. By taking his hat off the top here. You get this beautiful monstrosity. Literally a bunch of wires and whatnot, which you can technically just kind of... If I can rip his head off, maybe. Oh no. Everything's falling apart. Oh, this is creepy. Look. His part number on the front here is... Oh no. Jesus. Yeah, so Ennard is basically a bunch of all the sister locations animatronic merge into one. If I recall. And I'm not sure... Sorry?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so basically this is Ennard's head basically out of here. So as far as I know, Ennard himself is not really like this. There's no animatronic like this clown here. But I found it kind of interesting how they basically kind of just took everything about themselves together, and then they just kind of added a mask. So it's like, okay, now we're all ready to go. Oh, that's actually a lot better. The way they kind of had his mask made him look like he's looking on the other side. That's actually weird. There you go. Much normal. I don't know why it came in like looking like he's up to something. But there you go. You can have him make him look like he's up to something. And then his hands are like these weird tentacle-like stuff, so... Got the tentacle monster basically there. I'm not going to open this just yet, just due to the fact that I think I'm going to hold this off for now, just because it looks like that's going to be like the last pieces, especially these over here. They're just extra pieces, so to put on your playset to make it look like somebody died. So let me just move all this stuff here so I have some room so I can actually do this properly. And then right after I can scare myself. And then see how far I get in 50-20 mode, which will be nothing. I ain't gonna get past that.
15 seconds. It's gonna be 15 seconds.
No, more like 1 second. Like barely half a second, and I'll die. I'll be like, good. Has anyone actually beaten 50-20 mode? Because Mark and Darko hasn't even passed it yet. And I'm wondering if when somebody actually does it, they'll be like, Five Nights at Freddy 7 confirmed! What's weird too is that Darko is so close to like Scott. It's just like Scott just pops in every now and then. You know it's him because it's really me guy, Scott Cofton. And he doesn't really talk much online anyways, so. Man, this music is just getting... It's weird, it's like I'm in a weird elevator listening to this music. And then this is one of the pieces here, but then there's like the elastic bits, the mechanics. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. I think because there's like a rubber band here, this means that not like now, but a few years, this is gonna become like unplayable because it's gonna break. Because these rubber bands are like only a few left, right? Let me just finish this off, and it's just like what do you call it? I'm gonna try to finish this off so then I can actually go ahead and do the 50-20 mode thing. Oh, nice. And then they hide this thing here. This bit of plastic. So I'm taking this piece here. So these larger books, they actually tell you which pieces you'll need. And this is probably gonna what fucks me over here. Because they tend to like, if I find a problem, I'm gonna show it, but most of the time I think they're fine when it comes to explaining things, but you'll have some pieces that are like different colors, especially since you're playing with a thing with gray parts. It's just gonna add to problems. Like right now, this is not what I wanted because it's too long. And I'm just trying to find what I'm trying to find here. I think this is what I need. Yeah, this is exactly what I need, I think. Wait, what? Oh. They want me to add 2 of these funky things. I'm trying to figure out where exactly. Jesus Christ. I'm thinking they want it one way, but I'm not 100% sure now. Okay, so now I'm debating if that one piece I had was the piece I needed to have. Let's see. Oh, fuck. I love how they make it look like they don't... like 2 pieces, right? It makes it look like it's one long piece here. So if you're colorblind, God help you. You ain't gonna get anywhere. You're just fucked. I'm assuming this is how they want me to do this. to fucking count those circles now. See, the joy of building. That's gonna be the next game. It's gonna be called the joy of building. Yeah, no, I did it right. Alright, well, first step's supposed to look something like this. So, there you go. It's like, might as well try to display it because what's the point if I don't show it? Okay, so one block should be easy enough, I think. So long as I get the right pieces and I don't screw it up, because they just love to do that to me. They like to fuck with me. Something wrong and now confirmed it. It's the other way. Good. I love when that shit happens, especially when you smack something down. Then you have to do it again.
That's Legos for you.
Well, it's not Legos, it's technically like whatever you call it, block.
Still, it's the same concept.
I guess. I was wondering like what was wrong with it first. See, there. That's what they want you to do. So let me just see here. They want me to put something like this. No, this is the wrong piece. I need a square. This. Okay, so this is here. I'm gonna put this here, I think. This like this. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? How they want me to display this. Oh, the joy of building, my ass. This is so great. This is a great experiment that just went wrong. So many ways. Just hearing me talk. Oh man. Jeez, I need 3 of these fucking pieces. There's 1. 2, 1 for each. So there's the other one. There. And 1 for. Have to make sure it's gray. The rest. It's right there. Of course it is. Okay, so it's over here. So these 2 pieces. They want me to put this like this. Better be right. Put that away. They want me to put this piece like this. I think. Hold on. Let me go to the next page. No. This is what I'm talking about. Like, man, the directions are just so. It's just great. It's not like they can make it more confusing. Oh, good. I destroyed my cheap ass pizzeria thing. Look at that. Got a hole. Don't even know why I caused it. Anything in FNAF wise you wanted to add to this though? While I build this? Like anything that got you into this series?
Well, honestly, it was you who got me into it.
I got you into FNAF?
I mean, kind of mentioned it once before, and then out of curiosity, I started watching videos of it.
Oh, well, I only know of it because I've seen people play through it, and I saw, like, of course, Markiplier, who, at the time, was, like, maybe, like, 100 subscribers, but not really that big. But then, because FNAF happened, he's, like, now known. Well, that and the fact that Scott released, like, 3 games within 1 year. Which is, like, insane. It's like, it goes off, it's like, oh, FNAF 2 coming out next year. And it's like, oh, wait, no, it's out now. And you're like, what? I'm trying to find this other piece. This is the best part when you're trying to find what you're trying to do. Okay, so I did that. So the gray piece, that piece. Okay, so I need that piece. Ventilation. Floor panel. See, this is what I mean. Like the playset, they're like, this is it. This is all you get. Is like flat land, and that's it. Okay, so another flat piece, and then I need like a third flat piece here, which I have not used. So I know that for sure. I know that for damn sure. It's just where the fuck is it? This is the best part of the thing when you're trying to find what you're trying to look for. And it's like right in front of your face and you can't fucking find it until like later. What the fuck? Did I use... Hold on. Of course I couldn't find it. Dumb motherfucker. That is me. I used it already. Another area it's not supposed to be in. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to some of these pieces. Man, I wish I had that Lego removal block piece. Like some of the Lego... What do you call it? Hi there. Welcome to me suffering through and failing at building a Lego piece. See, I was supposed to do a 4x and not by 3. Because a 3, I'm supposed to be doing it over here. So I was being stupid. That's fantastic for me. Hopefully I'll be done this real quick so that I can do some ultimate challenge. Look at this. Put this up here. I think that's how they want me to do this. Yeah, okay. Good. I'm doing this pretty well. Maybe you can use my own as the background music. Oh, that's true. Though, hopefully you don't want to copyright me as soon as I do. This is just you being like, oh yeah, use my music, and then you can be like, ah! Monetized my videos. But yeah, I can try. Nah, I'm joking, but I can totally do that if you'd like. Any song in particular, you can whisper me it, and I can try to upload that there. Loop. Hold on, no. No, it's not even supposed to be blue. What the hell's wrong with me? Get this, get out. Fucking love this now. Nope. Watch Grim fail at life trying to build a Lego set.
Lego Master, you are not.
Huh?
Yeah. You are not.
Yeah, no shit. get to see what it's like in real life when one of these toy channels wants to build you something, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, let's build this, and they show you real quick. Just imagine, just play my video. This is what they do most of the time. This is how they do this. Is like they take their sweet ass chime. Some of them might swear to be like, oh, motherfucker, like when they find out that they're putting in the wrong ass place. Like I just did again. God damn it. Stop this. Let me live. There. This better be correct or else I'll be sad. Okay, so one long piece and the other ones are 4, so same color, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need long piece, which I think is this, so I'm about to put it on here, so do this here. Then I have to smack it down so that it gets nice and snug in there. It's weird because Lego, when they build their sets, they make sure the bottom piece is like the right play set for this one particular area, and otherwise that's it. Meanwhile, these guys are like, we'll make sure no pegs are seen whatsoever, except for the one that you want your character to stand in for the show. That's it. That's all you get. Slowly getting to there, and it's little cage of parts. Okay, so now I think we're gonna be building the actual mechanic to this, which is the innard scooper. Which is weird because it's not technically a scooper. Oh, okay. No. Alright, here we go. Here's one of the big reasons why I hate these fucking things. Hold on a second. Okay, you did email. Okay, hold on a second. Let's just switch the music real quick. The music, Roblox. This is them in reality. Okay. Copy this. Oh, thank you. Thank you for advertising your stream for me. It's really nice of you. Really, thank you. I'm glad I'm that much enjoyable to you that you decided to go ahead and want to broadcast me. Why did that happen? I'm sorry. What the fuck? I wanted you to pick this. Copy link, yes. I don't want you to copy my own fucking link, please. There we go. Go up to SoundCloud. Okay, there we go. Yeah, oh fine, I understand you're using cookies. Let me just replay this. Okay, so this is my Chicken Master. Yeah, there we go. Now that's what we're talking about. Lego building music. Montage, baby. Much better than FNAF. EDM, my bad. I'm sorry. No, that's okay. This one's okay. We can have this be like epic montage. Anyways, all right. So I'm on number 10. As you can see, there's a dark piece here. Like there's one going into there. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into the parts. Right, all the parts here. As you can see, there's only one of them. Only one, right? You see that? Here's what it looks like. You see the fucking problem? Let me see. Let me bring you closer, okay? This is what it was. This is the part. Do you see it now? It's a light gray. Perfect. This is why people get fucked up. I'm wondering if they do this on purpose too. I'm wondering if they just fuck it up on you for purpose. They're like, you dumbass. There you go. Like, oh my god, it's just that's one of those things that pisses me off. And this is why I love listening to some people when they do their Lego sets and then they go like, okay, let me show you this. Like, you know, you wonder why they suck at life. There you go. There's your reason. It's not their fault. It's the fucking people who make this who's trolling you. So now I'm trying to find these fucking pieces.
Lego does that as well.
Huh?
Lego itself does that a bit.
Oh, I know. I know they're guilty as element as well. It's in the parts pile. I think, yeah. It's so stupid why that's the thing. Anyways, hold on. He's sending me some more music to listen to. Oh, so he's sending me an EDM that's more of a horror. Okay, so now copy link address. Okay, so let's see how this one sounds like. Okay, see how this one sounds like. Ooh, nice bass. Yeah, there we go. These are actually, this song is actually not that bad. It's nice to kind of listen to this while I'm trying to build some Legos. But I'm trying to find the pieces itself. Ooh. Where is it? This is what I'm talking about. There's like these fucking pieces. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay. 2 gray pieces and oh my god, this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes me so mad. That makes me angry. So I think this is, they want me to do a black piece here. They better make me want to do a black piece and not some other stupid ass color, because I swear to god, this is one of those things where I don't want to do this and then find out, oh, haha, loser. Wrong piece. I have to find like 2 pieces of like, there it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna assume it's the black piece here that they want me to do with this. I think I'm building the lever. Oh, all great talent actually comes from people, like, when you make something. Like, take for example Alice in Wonderland. Apparently the guy who made it, he was on some sort of drug. Because he woke up the next day, looked at his paper, and he's like, I have no idea what the hell I was fucking talking about. Like, read the Jabberwocky and tell me if that makes any fucking sense. It makes none. And yet, look what happened to Alice in Wonderland now. It became public domain, and therefore everybody decided to make money off of it. The biggest offenders is Disney, of course. They take everything from the public domain and then just said, it's mine now. There's like a meme where it's like, I don't know who made this. I mean, it's basically a guy has this, like, I made this, and the guy's like, you made this? It's like, hold on to this, and he walks away. The guy looks at it with the part he has, and he's like, I made this. Like he's just stealing his credit. It's like real life. So far, the only kind of incident right now that I've remembered seeing that was because of have you heard of Yandere Dev at all? Ooh.
So what now?
He's have you heard of Yandere Simulator?
A bit.
A bit, okay. If you're familiar with it, you would know that there's a guy named Yandere Dev who's made some controversy a little while ago because of how long it's been taking of him to do a game per se. So, needless to say, I mean, I don't mind whatever way, but from certain documentaries that came out, documentaries, quote unquote, hard to say it's a documentary, but whatever, let's just call it a documentary just for argument's sake. They've, let's make sure I'm doing this right. So I think they want me to, I'm just trying to see if this is what they want me to do. Yeah, I think that's what they want me to do. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. So, he did this, what do you call it? He made the game, Yonder Simulator. It's coming out, been a while now since he's trying to make this game. And, there was a documentary called The Rise and Fall of Yonder Simulator. And it was talking about this guy's former life, and honestly, some of the stuff he talked about, I really didn't care so much about, since it's not really important to the argument. One thing, though, that he pointed out that was like, well, this is a good example, I can't really have to show it like this. There. One of the biggest arguments he had was... Give me a sec, where the hell is this other piece here? One of the arguments he had was the fact that he, a while ago, I'm just trying to see if this is the right part. Yeah, it is, so, just trying to, oh good, okay, hold on. It's hard because it's on this one fucking piece here. So, this is like really good quality right here. Instead of just having two, they just have the one, so that's perfect. So he made a game long ago when he was a kid, like when he was a teenager, and I think it was called some sort of like, it was like some sort of anime edgy game. And he so happened to actually have the coder who helped create Skullgirls, if you know what that game is.
Yes.
Okay. So he ended up having the guy who made helped like code Skullgirls to look at the game he made. And mind you, this guy's a coder, so he can give two shits less of what the game's about or whatnot. He only cares about what's inside, like the coding itself. So he looked inside and he saw how much of a mess it was. Like code-wise, was just all over the place. Like it's very, like, as some people call it, spaghetti code. So as this is going on, the guy tells him this is like, you know, basically there's a lot of problems with your code. If you don't do anything about it, then it's going to cause problems later on. And then he has a hissy fit because of it. And then even his friends were trying to tell him, no dude, you're not listening to what he's saying. Making games anymore. Now the reason why this is important is because he's been bitching and complaining about how he wants like to fundraise this thing eventually in his life. Hold on, what the fuck? Okay, so that's why I wanted the one piece, because I didn't do it properly. He wanted me to scooch this in a lot more. Like there. Like this. Oh, hold on. Frick. Do that. I'm gonna do this here. I love it when I'm trying to talk and build Lego at the same time, so. Hold on. So anyways, he wants to build this thing. Or has this, sorry, I'm just getting distracted with this. Alright, so I fixed this part now, so thank God for that. So, anyways, he's been kind of trying to get some fundraiser because he wants to start a Kickstarter at some point, and he has a Patreon doing this stuff right now. And in the middle of this whole thing, there's this huge controversy came up because people were like, where's Osana, which is like his first arrival of this game, and he announced back in 2006, it's like, it should be done by this time so I'd be able to do this, and yet he kind of dicked around for a long, long time. And people were kind of getting sick of it. Especially how he announced some things where it's like, oh, I got this announcement where I partner up with Tiny Build, and then they kind of fell out. And then he didn't even announce it, and then people were like curious because it's like, rightfully so. I mean, if you announce you were partnered with somebody, and then it's like, oh, we're no longer partners, they're like, okay, wait, what happened then? Right? So this started to become fishy. This documentary, this quote unquote documentary came out, and then it kind of exposed him of basically not being very much a bad coder, and basically he tried to put off this facade of being this nice guy, but turns out he's a dick. And as we all know on the internet, nobody likes dicks at all. The only exception, and here's the thing, if you want to be a dick, you can be a dick, but I feel like you can only be a dick if you know what you're doing. If you're good at your job, then you have the permission to be an asshole, right? If you don't know, especially if you're a person who's trying to get help from other people, probably not the best idea to actually try to get up against people that you're trying to help you or trying to help you out, right? So that happened. Then he makes a video trying to make it seem like he's like listening to concerns, and then he just kind of mutes everything, which doesn't help his case at all. It just made it worse. And then people just look and pass, and it just made it look really bad on him. Though I think people kind of forgave for now. But I think a lot of people are now more skeptical with this game, because especially since there was another game that was kind of like it that's gotten popular, or was popular. If you've heard of Hello Neighbor, right?
Yep.
That game came out last year, I think in October, which I'm surprised that it actually did that as well. So that game came out, and needless to say, people were like, wow, this game sucked. And this was distributed by Tiny Build. So basically people look at what Hello Neighbor did, and looking at Yandere Simulator, and they're kind of like, this looks somewhat familiar. It's like, it's almost going to be like what's going to happen, like the same thing. Huh. Good. I'm glad I've realized I fucked this part up too. Let me just see if there's... Yeah, there is. Okay, good. Great. I'm glad to see I fucked this up. Oh. Jesus. So yeah, I mean, I remember I was playing that game, but then it kind of got like no longer allowed to be played on Twitch because it fell under their banned list, as you call it, and it was because of a certain mod he had once before. Though now they're not going to put it on until the game is fully released. So it doesn't, so the people working at Twitch don't get in trouble. Which, you know, I can see why they would do that. So let me just see if this is correct. They wanna... Is it just the one rubber band? I guess... No, there's two. Wait, do they have rubber bands here? Okay, so this is weird. So this is the first time they actually gave me two parts instead of just the one. They gave me two rubber bands and not just one of them. So I don't even know why it wants me to stick it out like that, because it's not going to happen. I don't know, I have to look at this real quick. Yeah, it's sticking out of nowhere, so it's like... You know what? This is getting too complicated. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna get things set up right now to do the ultimate custom night, because I think at this point I'm just kind of like gonna have to do this stuff myself. This was a fun little experiment, but it failed miserably on my part. Oh, Jesus. So, just give me at least a minute here to switch things off. Just get this stuff kind of reorganized here. Let me just go ahead and just say goodbye to this. So yes, exactly. It's basic. It was a social experiment, guys. Don't worry. So let me go ahead and quickly just change everything here. Okay, let me just pause this music now. Okay. So let me go quickly over here and say goodbye to the camera, because this social experiment has gone wrong. Gone wrong, gone sexual. Alright, let me stop